Ladies and gentlemen, today we're going to be looking at one of the fastest times for Ancient Evil. Now, before we get into this video, I want to show this because this is actually the second place run. This is the 23-minute, 26-second time. And the reason why I want to watch it is because he actually says there's a random part where he's spraying the third mirror, and that causes him to get a time loss. So again, big shout out to Garrett here. The world record was officially done by a man named Flindex, which was a 23-minute, 3-second record, which is insane. But now I want to watch a second place run because I want to see what exactly could he have improved of, and I've never even seen a second place run like this. And so this was the former world record not too long ago, within like 7 months. And so as you can see, Ancient Evil, you know what it is, starting up the map, instantly shooting up these mirrors. And as you can see, yeah, these mirrors are for the Hand of Chimera, and Ancient Evil is just like any other 4 Wonder Weapon map, like Origins, like the Rise and Drac. You gotta get most of the hands, except for the Hand of Gaia, which is very strange. And so obviously, getting the power on is the first step. The raindrops is really cool. The modded BO4 project coming for PC for the BO4 client is going to be really fun to try and learn how to speedrun, because you get all these unlimited elixirs and all these unlimited talismans for absolutely free. It's going to be very exciting. But obviously, he just whipped out the scepter to probably skip that animation. That was really interesting. He's also got a great perkaholic here. He's got Quick Revive to help him regen. He is also on realistic. This dude is literally playing 1 hit away from death. And that's the other thing BO4 is crazy about. A lot of people don't know this, but you can actually play on a harder difficulty on BO4 called realistic, where it's literally 1 hit and then you die. And the fact that he's doing it for this run is kind of insane. Like, just for no reason, and he still got second place while doing it on realistic. That is crazy. What the heck? That goes to show, I mean, that's not everybody's pulling these type of plays off him. So this is probably the first in the world realistic Easter egg speedrun. Again, BO4 was really ahead of its time, and here you can see this is his time loss here for the mirror. You can see a little bit there with that second one. He's already starting to lose time. Deal melee damage. This is the tribute for Ancient Evil. You do have to do your tributes to get challenges done in order to get the Pegasus Strike. Ancient Evil is a fun map. He just picked up the Bridle also for Pegasus. Honestly, I gotta go back and play this map sometime. I've not done the Easter egg in quite some time, but this map is really beautiful. Truly one of the coolest Wonder Weapon sets we've ever had. I still believe that this is the strongest 4 melee Wonder Weapon set of all time. It's easily incredible. He got a great tribute here because he does have the Strife, which does allow him to do a ton of damage. He also gets the Giga Knees, which he's basically just able to spam it here. Whoa, get that reward basically upgraded almost to epic now. Wow, it's legendary. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. He does find a spare gauntlet. I do remember that being a big problem in this, finding the gauntlets in the pots around the map and like all the dig spots and all that. Like, it was an interesting concept for sure. I mean, I really do miss this type of lore in Call of Duty Zombies, but I know a lot of people did not like this type of stuff. They really liked when we kept it between like World at War to BO2 and obviously BO3. So, I mean, it's still really cool. I think also the maps that probably would have happened after Ancient Evil would have been sick, because this is going to be my final Chaos Easter egg speedrun that I watch until I watch all of them. And then that'll be it. I mean, Ancient Evil is really the finale, when in all actuality, this was supposed to be like the midway point. This is supposed to be like, it's DLC 2, really, right? There's supposed to be 2 more maps after this. I'm probably going to make a video talking about potentially what the next map would have been, which was, a lot of people are saying the Library of Alexandria, potentially even being underwater, which is really crazy. And yeah, so it's an amazing map to see that this was just DLC 2, you know? And they literally cut it off at this point. Like, this is where all the funding stopped. So it's quite sad. But I mean, again, this is unfortunately what happens when you combine Chaos and Ether into the same stories. And so he's now got the Hand of Chimera. He is doing the little light ball step where you have to melee them and send them over all 3 lights to each of the trials, and he's shooting them while running around. He's got very precise shots shooting each of these mirrors here to be able to get each and every single one of the balls that he needs. And again, you have to do this really fast, because if you wait too long with these little light balls here, you won't make it, which is why, again, I'm not surprised he has stamina up in his Odin modifier spot. Getting the Hand of Chimera sub 5 minutes is pretty crazy, so he's already got it redeemed, and this thing is insane. Like, the amount of damage you can do is crazy, but the best gauntlet is the Hand of Charon, the Blood Gauntlet, because it's basically a monkey bomb. It's an instant kill. It's pretty similar to the Apothecant Servant, where it can just pretty much deal with as many zombies as physically possible. But the only problem is it doesn't have a lot of ammo. And so the reason why he's going back and forth like this is because this is a trial. He just needs to eliminate all of the zombies as fast as possible and then run out. And yeah, there's unfortunately nothing he can do to speed this up. These steps are time gated. He is going to be needing the Hand of Chimera, the Hand of Uranos, and the Hand of Charon. He doesn't need the Hand of Gaia for some reason, just because Ancient Evil is a Call of Duty Zombies map, is one of the Zombies maps, man. So there you go, he's got it. Pops an instant anywhere but here, which brings him right back to spawn, which is a great idea. The Oracle can also give you the hints here. In the Chaos of Venom, the primordial weapon. So, in the Chaos of Venom means on the other side of Ancient Evil, in the hell spot where the snake is. Because there's a big snake on that side. I mean, this map was probably... A lot of people describe this map as like one of the magnum opuses of Call of Duty Zombies. And I think in terms of layout, it is. It's just unfortunate that BO4 had this problem where on console, it just looked so horrendous. But on PC, this game, I feel like, just looks so much better. It looks like how it should have deserved to look like originally, right? But yeah, here we go. He does find the Gauntlet at the beginning, and he is now able to do the Shrine of Charon. This shrine is a little bit interesting because you have to find these, like, coins that are authentic around this hell area here to fully upgrade it, and so... It's going to be interesting because every single one of these is pretty much the same. It's just start up a gauntlet, do the challenge. He's also doing his tributes while doing the kill steps here, which is really lucky. I mean, he got melees first and then special weapons. This is probably exactly what he needs. He just instantly got the epic. Oh my gosh. Yeah, the Fallen Hand of Charon is done. Wow. That is crazy. Yeah, and then so the next step is he does have to take out a bunch of zombies in the water here to turn it into blood, and then he'll have to find the coins. And yeah, Ancient Evil, honestly, after you do all of the gauntlets, it's pretty much like Origins where there's not really too many steps afterwards. You can pretty much sort through the rest of the Easter eggs really quickly. But yeah, it's also cool because you can skip a lot of the cutscenes in this Easter egg. There are quite a few, but you can skip them pretty quickly. So I think right now, yeah, he's doing the coins right now, and then after the Hand of Charon, he is going to be doing the Giganese here, and the Pack Punch Ritual, and then the Hand of Uranos, which is the Wind Hand. Honestly, these Wonder Weapons were really ahead of their time. I never thought we would have gotten an Earth Wonder Weapon, but we actually did. It was the Hand of Gaia on this map. It is really cool, too. Like, it literally, like, breaks open the Earth. Honestly, I think it could be better. Like... When I think of an earth weapon, I think of like some Whitebeard One Piece type stuff where it's like an earthquake the size of the entire map. How you would program that into a weapon, I literally don't know. I mean, that's kind of the biggest problem with an Earth Wonder weapon, right? But here we go. He now has the upgraded Hand of Charon. And this one's really easy to just get out of here, man. You literally just spam it on the ground, and it's a monkey bomb. They don't even come after you. This is easily the best gauntlet too. I also think it's the best looking. Like, it's kind of funny because whenever I look at the gauntlet, I think of, like, you know, the cover of Skyrim. Like the guy with the Viking helmet at the top. like in the cover of Skyrim. It looks like him on the Gauntlet. Like it really does. He's the Gauntlet skull right now. But I mean, yeah, that. If you know, you know. If you have not played Skyrim, I mean, bro, they've been selling this game for 10 years straight. I mean, how have you not played this game? It's such a great game. I think it's like one of the best single-player games of all time, man. But yeah, again, nothing you can do to get through this faster. Yeah, he is single firing, which is the best route to go. So now he's going to start doing his Hand of Uranos. He put down his Hand of Charon. And the Oracle, yeah. Oracle is not actually that annoying on this map. She's not like yelling at you. She do just be whispering the whole time. You've got a really nice Gauntlet spot right at the crystal next to the Uranos statue here. This can be very difficult because look at this. Oh, he's utilizing Winter's Wail. Wow. Then with the Wraithfire, that is OP. The skeletons on this map, if you don't know, they only die with headshots. Kind of like a Dead Ops Arcade type deal that you play here. Especially because, I mean, the skeletons are literally in Dead Ops Arcade 3 on Cold War. Which should have been, I believe, in Black Ops 4. It feels like it was way more suited for BO4 than Cold War. But yeah, the first step is you shoot the feather and you shoot them at the arrow. You have to shoot each of the fares towards where you did the little trial. A lot of the upgrades are really easy here, man. But he is also doing his Pegasus Strike and the Pack Punch all at once here. Wow. The level that he's able to just do everything all in succession perfectly while he rotates around the map. His movement is absolutely not wasted at all. And yeah, for that feather, you have to shoot it twice. Honestly, a really unique upgrade for this Gauntlet. I just wish that there was more of a build-up for Chaos. It didn't really seem like there was enough of a reason to care for these characters. He did mess up one of his Uranos shots there, which can be a little bit buggy. Yeah, okay, so that'll cost him some time there for sure. And I mean, he only was 20 seconds behind, and you can see where the 20 seconds that Flindex caught up from was, like, where he missed that shot. He missed some of the shots on the arrows for the Hand of Hemera upgrade. And now he's got a shield too, which is a great elixir to run here because yes, he is going to be needing this shield on fire for the step where he has to illuminate a couple of oil stains around the map and then let them go. Honestly, I don't even know how human beings found this step. It doesn't make any sense. Like how you're just holding this fire here. Interesting, you're able to throw a Wraithfire out while doing that, even though you have to hold the fire down. And so, yeah, I realized that you don't need the Redeemed Hand of Gaia because you literally only need it for one step. We'll get to that point, but, dude, he's getting so fast. It is crazy that he's going to be done the whole thing in less than 11 minutes from now. And he's literally at the first official step of the egg right here. That's really crazy. So he throws the spear, gets the Hand of Charon, steps in it, and then you have to shoot the statue that has the glowing blue eyes. This step can be very difficult, but it seems like he knows the exact ones that they're going to be. He's probably, I mean, you can play these maps long enough to, like, basically understand and identify the code. Ooh, again, a couple of spear throws. This spear throw step can be very buggy, so I don't even blame him here, but you do see that there are a couple seconds that he could have shaved off for each of these little inputs on the throws. Ancient Evil has a lot of throwing and shooting and placing parts in the perfect spot. So he was able to do those spears like long range though, which is really impressive. That is crazy. And so yeah, you have to line it up here and throw it once the wheel attaches to the other wheel. He does need to do it on this one too. And again, he's going to wait a couple seconds extra there to get that shot. And then once it's turning on this side, you have to throw the spear here and align it once the statue's looking at the crystal. And then you can go on into the Hand of Gaia. You can see that the light is attached there. It's really cool because you're utilizing all 4 wonder weapons to do the Easter egg, which is what, like, the original 4 wonder weapon map should have been about, like Origins and Drak, right? I mean, Origins, you use all 4 wonder weapons, but not really. You just build them. You see how there's the light beams in here. You're using the Earth Gauntlet to spawn the Giganese right here. You're using the Hand of Uranos earlier and later. Really cool. Really cool. I think 4 Wonder Weapon maps are good when you use all 4 Wonder Weapons. And it's not like a gimmicky usage where you just have to use it for one step. Like, it should have a good amount of steps towards each Wonder Weapon. And you should make it easy so that you can swap them out like Ancient Evil does. Like, you just run up to them and pick them up. I think the problem in Origins was that you'd go to the same spot to pick up all the upgraded staffs, right? And that became very tedious a lot of the time, just going back and forth to the mound. Next step is to use the Giganese here, to use the Shield Blast to get the Ankh out of the crystal. And then my man takes him out with the Scepter of Ra. It's crazy that the Scepter of Ra is really good on this map, particularly just for taking out the Giganese boss. That is, that's pretty interesting. So the Ankh is now in Ra's hand, and this step is going to be interesting because this is probably the worst step of the Ancient Evil Easter egg, I would say, where you have to protect Ra while he is trying to Sunbeam the other side. I'm curious where he's going and what he's trying to do here. Is he going to upgrade a gun? Is he going to... he's going to grab the Hand of Uranus here. So he has to do the upgrade still. Okay. So once he does this full-on upgrade, I think he's going to run back and then do the Raw step. Because it seems like that step a lot of people have trouble with, and there's probably a way to bypass it or get the zombies to not focus on it. The Hand of Uranus is amazing here because, look, as you can see, anywhere he looks, the zombies just instantly die. I just wish, like, there are another upgrade to these hands or gauntlets. One of them is the Exalted, and it does take a lot to get there, but it only gives you like 10 extra bullets. And I'm like, bro, this effect is so cool. You should literally be able to hold this effect for at least double the amount of ammo they give you once you get it Exalted, right? Like 40 should not go to 50, 40 should go to 80, you know? And, because, yeah, I've never once done the Exalted hand upgrade. It's like the Spork Knife of Blood of the Dead. It's an infinite damage melee forever, apparently. But I've never done it just because it's apparently the most tedious side Easter egg of all time. So, now he's got the Giganese Spear. He's going to throw it in there. And he is going to have to do a time-based step here where he has to essentially hold the activate button over this little dial once it's spun into the right symbol. This step can be really annoying too, especially if you're not paying attention or if you don't really understand the step fully. But I can imagine he's going to be doing it perfectly here. Again, you have to do it 3 times to hit the right symbol, and I believe it is the blue symbol or it's the orange symbol that you have to hit. But you don't have to know what the symbols mean. You just have to know when to hit them. And also, you are going to be needing a lightning zombie or a lightning catalyst to continue doing this step over and over, to charge it over and over. Yeah, so it's the blue symbol. So you can see how fast it's moving. It can be pretty difficult to get. Yeah, Winter's Wail I think is a great choice to get here, but he did get the blue symbol twice in a row. He does need to get a lightning zombie now, so yeah, he just needs to take out literally everything in front of him. The lightning zombies unfortunately purposely spawned terribly for this, but he did apparently get one, and he now did finish that step. It's crazy, like he didn't even see it, but he hit the activate button right as he left to match all 3 of those symbols perfectly. So I'm just curious, how is he going to actually go through this raw step? Is he going to be able to beat it through just leaving? I know a lot of people use the Pegasus Strike here because he built the Pegasus Strike, but notice how he isn't holding it. He's holding his Wraith Fires right now. So I'm not totally sure what the plan is here. Also, it seems like he just ran away. Oh my gosh. So maybe there's just a despawn glitch to it now because he just beat the step. That's crazy. He literally just despawned the step and beat it like that. Wow. And so now he is on one of the coolest steps, which is called Hit Your Marks. And basically you just have to have the right gauntlet. He is using Uranus here to make it go by a little bit faster. You step in the lights and then do exactly what you got to do. He's going to pick up the max ammo here and then run back into the lights. But yeah, this step is really cool too. Again, it's pretty much time gated. I mean, it's not, but like, look at it. You just step in the light, shoot one shot, charge shot all the zombies around the little theater here, and I mean that's it. That's it. It's a really cool step because it feels like there's an audience watching you, right? And you're performing for them. But in actuality, you're just stepping in a light and shooting a couple zombies, right? But still a very unique and cool step, and more steps like this where they involve like player skill, player movement, and combat are my favorite. This is why I like Garage Krovi. This is why I think parkour could be an excellent fit in zombies. I think there's so many ways you can innovate that. But so finally, now he does pick up the Pegasus Strike. Literally 20 minutes in, but he is pretty much boss fight ready at this point. Because yeah, he just needs to shoot these certain symbols here in Ancient Evil, and then because he is not playing either Bruno or Shaw, he doesn't get a cutscene. You either have to play Scarlet or Diego to skip the cutscene, and so he's playing the right character to skip the cutscene there. And yeah, once the Pegasus comes, the Pegasus literally just spawns in this freaking bullet, and then yeah, you have to tilt it with the Hand of Uranos here, which is cool. Again, I like that each wonder weapon is used in their own unique regard. So now that the crossbow is cocked back, he is now going to have to grab his shield and get a serpent fire on it. And so he's going to need to go to the spawn here, grab this flame, and then also hit a perfect anywhere over here. That was a nice anywhere over here, because that actually allowed him to go right towards the trap here, where he needs to add the Venom onto the spear as well. Then he will be able to shoot it at the back of the crossbow and then launch it. Again, a really unique way to start the boss fight. I don't think I've seen something this unique in quite some time, where you literally get a Pegasus to spawn in a crossbow, light the fuse, and as you can see, it hits the woman, which is Oracle, which does end up being Medusa, which this is such a sick reveal for Medusa. Like, I've seen Percy Jackson, right? The movies, and this game has a way better reveal than for Medusa than that entire 2-movie series, I mean, which could have been way more, right? So now they're in the boss fight. The first phase is the Pegasus. Obviously, the most amount of damage you need to get down is immediately, where you just have to spam it. He's got the Scepter of Ra out perfectly in time for the Giganese. Transport to the third island here, which usually gets blown up first when you do the boss fight. Predicted the Pegasus as well. Oh my gosh. And so yeah, Pegasus is down. He's got his specialist recharge here because he popped the raindrops. And yeah, you just got to do as much damage as you physically can. You can pretty much do a couple of binds to melee as fast as you can with the specialist, which is why, like, when I see stuff like this, I agree. The specialist in BO4 felt cheap, and like the fact that you have to use it for boss fights and stuff, I get it. It feels cheap. So now that third island is destroyed. He's going to hit the Pegasus one more time, and then the island he is currently on will be destroyed. And he is just going to have to repeat this. This boss fight is really cool. But now, oh, is he done the Pegasus boss fight? Oh, wow. He did it in one shot. Usually it takes 2. Wow, I remember watching old Easter Egg World Records of this, and it would take 2. But now he took 1. So here we go. The final boss, he does suck up the power of Pegasus. The island gets blown up. Maybe there's a way to, like, skip it like he did. Wow. Because, yeah, this final boss fight, he's going to be done this in, like, 30 seconds, bro. This is insane. He's going to jump down and instantly get bullied. So, yeah, Raindrops spawns in again. Also just goes to show you how insane Raindrops is. He's using the melee to do damage already. Whoa. So he just uses the specialist weapon the whole way. I mean, that goes to show you, man. It's so broken. And then, literally, boss fight done. All he has to do now is pick up the key that the boss drops, and that's it. Wow, he made that boss fight look like a joke. Garrett, that's crazy. Yep, picked it up, immediately got it. 23-26. Ladies and gentlemen, that is absolutely impressive. Again, major shout out to Garrett. I do hope you guys check this out. Sub 23 coming soon. We do hope to see it, Garrett. It's been an absolute pleasure, and I'll see y'all in that next one, baby.